Imagine a world where everything you desire, wealth, abundance, and the life you've always dreamed of, could be yours just by believing in your own power. That world is not a fantasy. It's a reality that many have tapped into by embracing the simple yet profound principle that reality mirrors what you hold inside. The secret to manifesting $50 million and more is not about chasing it endlessly or working yourself to exhaustion. It's about shifting the way you see yourself and the world around you. This is not about empty affirmations or hollow mantras. It's about transforming your identity and your belief system from the inside out so that the world has no choice but to reflect back the abundance you carry within. Because when you truly believe in your power, everything around you changes. Opportunities arise, doors open, and life itself begins to flow in harmony with your desires. This is the path to real wealth, and it all starts with what you believe. Let's dive into this principle. The first thing to understand is that the world around you is like a mirror, reflecting back not just your actions, but more importantly, your beliefs. If you believe you are powerful, capable, and deserving of great wealth, then the mirror of reality will reflect that back to you. If, however, you hold doubts and fears, if you believe you are unworthy or incapable, then life will reflect those beliefs as well. It's not about working harder or doing more. It's about who you are on the inside. This principle is not new. It's been known by wise people throughout history, but it remains one of the most overlooked and misunderstood secrets of success. So today, I invite you to open your heart and mind to this truth. You are the creator of your reality, and it all begins with what you believe about yourself. Now that you understand that reality mirrors your inner world, let's talk about what happens if you don't change your beliefs. Picture this. You have a dream of becoming wealthy, of living a life free from financial worry, of having the freedom to do what you love every single day. But every time you think about this dream, a voice inside you whispers, "It's too hard. I'm not good enough," or "People like me don't get rich." These thoughts might seem small, but they are like seeds planted deep inside your mind, and just like any seed, they grow and produce fruit. If the seeds you plant are seeds of doubt, fear, and unworthiness, then that is exactly what life will give you. The mirror of reality will reflect back to you a life filled with struggles, obstacles, and disappointments. You will find yourself constantly fighting against circumstances that seem beyond your control, always wondering why success seems to come so easily to others but never to you. This is the price of not believing in your own power. Every time you entertain a thought that you are not enough, that you can't do it, that you don't deserve it, you give life permission to show you proof of those beliefs. And life is a very loyal friend. It will always say, "Yes, you're right." If you think you're not good enough, life will show you more reasons why you're not good enough. If you think money is hard to come by, life will show you more evidence that money is always just out of reach. This is not a punishment. It's simply the way the mirror of reality works. It reflects what you believe. The consequence of not believing in yourself is that you remain stuck in a cycle of lack and limitation. No matter how hard you try on the outside, if the inside hasn't changed, nothing will truly change in your life. That's why understanding this principle is so crucial. It's not just about motivation or positive thinking. It's about transforming your core beliefs so that life has no choice but to align with your desires. Let's talk about this powerful principle in detail. The mirror principle is simple yet profound. Reality reflects your relationship with yourself and your world. It's like standing in front of a mirror. What you see is a reflection of the image you project. If you smile, the mirror smiles back. If you frown, the mirror frowns too. In the same way, your inner beliefs, thoughts, and feelings create an image that the world reflects back to you. This means that if you believe in your power, if you carry the image of abundance, success, and wealth within you, then the mirror of reality will show you more of that. Opportunities will come your way. People will treat you differently. Circumstances will align to bring your desires into reality. It's not magic, it's simply the way the universe works. But here's the key. Most people try to change the reflection in the mirror without changing the image they're projecting. They chase after money, relationships, and success, thinking that if they can just grab hold of these things, they'll finally feel powerful and worthy. But the mirror of reality doesn't work that way. It only reflects. It doesn't create. You create the image, and the mirror reflects that image back to you. If you want to see a different reflection, you have to change the image. That means changing the way you see yourself, the way you think about your worth, and the way you believe in your power. When you do this, the mirror of reality has no choice but to reflect the new image you're projecting. Let's make this practical. Think about the wealth you desire. If you want to be someone who attracts millions, you must first become that person on the inside. How does a millionaire think? How do they feel about themselves? How do they see opportunities? How do they respond to challenges? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Because when you adopt the identity of someone who already has what you desire, you align your inner image with the outer reflection you want, and the mirror of reality will respond. This is the essence of the mirror principle. It's not about forcing reality to change. It's about becoming the change you want to see. And when you do that, life will begin to reflect your new identity back to you in ways that will astonish you. So as we continue this journey together, remember this truth. You hold the power to shape your reality. The $50 million you desire is not just a dream, it's a reflection of who you choose to be on the inside. Believe in your power and watch as life mirrors back the abundance you hold within. The first key to unlocking the reality you desire is understanding the power of your internal identity. Think of your identity as the blueprint that shapes your entire life. Every thought you think, every action you take, and every word you speak flows from this internal blueprint. If your identity is rooted in scarcity, doubt, or fear, then no matter how hard you work, your reality will continue to reflect those beliefs. But if your identity is built on abundance, confidence, and trust in your own power, then reality has no choice but to reflect back to you a life filled with opportunities, blessings, and prosperity. This is the core of the mirror principle. You are not here to fight the reflection or chase after shadows. You are here to shape the image you hold of yourself. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. If you smile, the mirror smiles back. If you frown, the mirror frowns too. It's simple, right? But in life, most people forget that they are the ones holding the power to create the image that life reflects. They blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their situation, forgetting that it all starts within. You are the painter of your own masterpiece. When you decide to see yourself as a person of immense worth, talent, and potential, your reality starts to reflect that belief. You attract people who see your value. You recognize opportunities that align with your new self-image, and you begin to experience a life that matches the identity you've chosen. So ask yourself, who are you being right now? Are you showing up as the version of yourself that aligns with the life you desire? Or are you stuck in old patterns of doubt and fear? The first key is to get crystal clear about your internal identity. Write down who you choose to be. Describe in detail the traits, habits, and attitudes of the person who already has the life you want. Speak this identity into existence every day. Affirm it with conviction. Live as if it's already yours. Because the mirror of reality has no choice but to reflect back the image you hold inside. Remember, you are not defined by your past or by what others think of you. You are defined by the identity you choose to embody today. The power is in your hands. Once you've embraced your internal identity, the next step is learning how to shift the reflection in the mirror of reality. Most people make the mistake of trying to manipulate the reflection itself, thinking that if they can just fix what they see on the outside, they'll feel better on the inside. But this approach only leads to frustration and disappointment. The mirror of reality doesn't work like that. It simply reflects the image you project. If you want to see a different reflection, you must change the image you're holding. This is why it's so important to stop trying to fix the outer world and start focusing on your inner world. Because when you change the image, the reflection must change too. Think about how you talk to yourself. Every time you say, "I can't," "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never be successful," you are projecting an image that the mirror of reality will faithfully reflect, and it will bring you experiences that match those beliefs. But when you start to say, "I am powerful," "I am worthy," and "I am attracting wealth and abundance," you begin to project a new image. The mirror of reality has no choice but to reflect that back to you. This doesn't mean that challenges will disappear overnight, but it does mean that you will start to see opportunities where there were obstacles before. You will start to attract people and experiences that align with your new self-image. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the fruit the moment you plant it, but if you nurture it and protect it, it grows and eventually bears fruit. In the same way, when you change the image you're projecting, you must hold on to it long enough for reality to catch up. This is where most people give up. They get impatient and start to look at the reflection too soon. And when they don't see immediate results, they go back to their old beliefs. But if you stay committed to your new identity and trust the process, the reflection will change. The mirror of reality always follows your lead. So be patient, stay focused, and watch as life begins to reflect the abundance you hold inside. Now that you understand the importance of your internal identity and the necessity of shifting the reflection, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools you can use to shape your image: affirmations. Affirmations are not just positive statements you repeat mindlessly. They are declarations of who you choose to be and the life you choose to live. When you speak affirmations with conviction, you are programming your mind with a new identity and worldview. And as you repeat these affirmations daily, you start to believe them on a deeper level. This is the key to transforming your life from the inside out. Start by creating affirmations about your identity. These are statements that define who you are in the life you want to create. For example, you might say, "I am worthy of wealth and abundance." "I am a powerful creator of my reality," or "I am a magnet for opportunities and blessings." These affirmations are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind. The more you nurture them, the stronger they grow. As you repeat them, you begin to embody the traits and attitudes of the person you want to become, and the mirror of reality will reflect that new image back to you. Next, create affirmations about your worldview. These are statements that define how you see the world and how the world responds to you. For example, "The world conspires in my favor," "Everything happens at the perfect time," or "The universe supports me in all that I do." These affirmations help you see the world as a friendly, supportive place rather than a hostile one. They train your mind to look for opportunities instead of obstacles, to expect the best instead of fearing the worst. And as you adopt this new worldview, life begins to reflect it back to you in surprising and wonderful ways. Affirmations are powerful because they help you stay focused on what you want rather than what you fear. They keep your mind anchored in the reality you are creating instead of the one you want to leave behind. But remember, affirmations work only if you believe in them. So say them with conviction. Feel the truth of them as you speak. Visualize the life they describe as if it's already yours. This is how you align your internal image with the reflection you want to see. And when you do that, the mirror of reality has no choice but to reflect the wealth, success, and abundance you desire. Once you've begun to shape your identity and affirmations, it's time to understand one of the most crucial aspects of the mirror principle, the delay of manifestation. Many people misunderstand this and end up giving up too soon, thinking their efforts are not working. But the delay is not a sign of failure. It's a natural part of how the mirror of reality operates in our world. In your inner world, you can create an image instantly just by closing your eyes and imagining it. You can see yourself as a millionaire, living in abundance with all the freedom and joy you desire. But in the physical world, things take time to appear. This is because the matter is dense, and change requires energy, momentum, and alignment. Imagine planting a seed in the soil. You water it, nurture it, and wait for it to sprout. But you don't expect it to bloom the next day. You understand that growth is a process. It's the same with your desires and dreams. You need to hold on to the belief you've created long enough for it to manifest in your life. This means trusting the process even when you don't see immediate results. It's about staying faithful to the identity and worldview you've chosen, even when circumstances seem unchanged. Because behind the scenes, the universe is rearranging itself to reflect your new image. Every thought, every feeling, every action you take is sending a signal to the mirror of reality, telling it what to reflect back to you. This delay can be challenging, especially when you're eager to see results. But remember, the delay is not a punishment, it's an opportunity. It gives you time to strengthen your belief, to anchor your identity, and to align your actions with your vision. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice holding on to your new identity, the stronger it becomes. And when the reflection finally appears, it will be solid, lasting, and aligned with who you've become. So be patient with yourself and with the process. Trust that every moment you spend holding on to your vision is bringing you closer to its manifestation. The delay is a gift that allows you to become the person who is truly ready to receive all the abundance you desire. Now that you understand the delay of manifestation, let's talk about the importance of holding on to your belief during this time. This is where many people stumble. They start strong, full of enthusiasm and hope, but when things don't happen as quickly as they expect, doubt creeps in. Their energy starts to drop, and they begin to question whether their efforts are working. This is the critical point where you must stay strong. You must hold on to your belief with unwavering faith no matter what the external world is showing you, because the mirror of reality is always listening, always watching, and always ready to reflect back to you the image you project. Think of it like this. Imagine you're building a bridge from where you are to where you want to be. Every thought, every affirmation, every action is a step on that bridge. If you stop halfway and turn back, you'll never reach the other side. But if you keep going, step by step, eventually you'll cross over. The same is true for holding your belief. You must keep walking in faith, even when you can't see the destination clearly, because every step you take is bringing you closer to your dream. And every time you reaffirm your identity and your vision, you strengthen the bridge that connects you to your desired reality. This is especially important when you encounter setbacks or challenges. Instead of seeing them as signs that your efforts aren't working, see them as opportunities to strengthen your belief. Remember, the mirror of reality reflects not only your identity, but also your attitude towards life. If you respond to challenges with doubt and fear, the mirror will reflect more of that. But if you respond with confidence and faith, the mirror will reflect that back to you as well. So choose to stay strong. Choose to hold on to your belief with all your heart, because when you do, the universe has no choice but to respond. And when it does, the results will be beyond anything you've ever imagined. As you continue to hold on to your belief, it's essential to understand what the mirror of reality actually reflects. Many people think that their emotions, like anger, fear, or joy, are what get reflected. But the mirror of reality doesn't reflect the raw emotion itself. It reflects the purified content of that emotion. Let me explain. Imagine you're feeling frustrated because of your financial situation. The mirror of reality doesn't reflect your frustration as an emotion. Instead, it reflects the content of that frustration, your relationship with money, your belief about your ability to earn, and your sense of worthiness. For example, if you constantly think, "I hate my job," or "I never have enough money," the mirror of reality doesn't just echo your hatred or your lack. It reflects the story you're telling yourself, that you are stuck in a job you dislike, that money is always scarce. And then it sends you more experiences that confirm that story. This is why complaining and focusing on what you don't want is so dangerous. Every time you express dissatisfaction, you're feeding that story into the mirror of reality. And the mirror, like a loyal friend, says, "Here's more of that." But the good news is that this principle also works in your favor when you focus on what you do want. This is why it's so important to train your mind to focus on abundance, gratitude, and positivity. When you focus on what you already have and on the good you want to attract, the mirror of reality reflects that back to you. It brings you more opportunities, more blessings, and more reasons to feel grateful. It's like choosing to see the glass as half full instead of half empty. The content of your thoughts shapes your reality, not the emotion itself. So start paying attention to the stories you tell yourself. Replace "I hate my job" with "I am grateful for the opportunities I have now, and I am creating a career I love." Replace "I never have enough money" with "I am a magnet for wealth and abundance." These new stories will become the purified content that the mirror of reality reflects back to you. And as you focus on these stories, your life will begin to change in ways you never thought possible. Now that you understand how the mirror of reality reflects the purified content of your beliefs, let's explore one of the most powerful aspects of the mirror principle, the mirror cycle. This cycle can either keep you stuck in a loop of the same results or set you free to create the life you desire. Let's unpack this so you can break free from the patterns that hold you back. The mirror cycle begins with an observation. Most people look at their current reality, bills piling up, jobs they don't like, relationships that feel unfulfilling, and accept it as the ultimate truth. They think, "This is just how life is," and allow that reflection to shape their beliefs and identity. This creates a cycle. They observe their reality, form beliefs based on that observation, and project those beliefs back to the mirror, which then reflects those same experiences over and over again. This is why so many people feel trapped. They're stuck observing a reality they don't want, but they don't realize that by doing so, they're reinforcing it. It's like standing in front of a mirror with a frown, expecting the reflection to smile back. But here's the truth. The mirror of reality is neutral. It only reflects what you give it. So if you want to break the cycle, you have to stop letting the reflection shape your beliefs. You must start with a new image, a new belief system, and hold on to it until the mirror reflects it back to you. This is how you transform your reality. You choose the image first, and the reflection follows. When you understand the mirror cycle, you become the creator of your reality rather than a passive observer. You realize that what you see around you now is simply a reflection of past beliefs and choices. And if you want to change tomorrow, you have to start by changing the image you hold today. This is the secret that so many miss. They keep reacting to what they see instead of creating what they want to see. But once you master this cycle, you step into your true power. You become the architect of your own destiny, and the universe has no choice but to respond. Now that you know how the mirror cycle works, it's time to learn how to reverse it. This is the step that turns you from a puppet of circumstances into the master of your destiny. Instead of letting the reflection dictate the image you hold, you consciously choose the image you want to see reflected. This means you start with the belief, the identity, and allow reality to catch up. You no longer wait for proof from the outside world to believe in yourself. You believe first, and the world follows. Think of it like turning your back on the old reflection. You stop focusing on what is and start focusing on what you want to create. This doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or pretending problems don't exist. It means choosing to give your energy and attention to the life you're building instead of the one you want to leave behind. Every day, you reinforce your new identity with affirmations, gratitude, and inspired action. You choose to see yourself as abundant, worthy, and successful, even if the current reflection hasn't caught up yet, because you know that the mirror of reality always follows the image you hold inside. This is the most powerful choice you can make. It means you're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You become the cause, not the effect. Life stops happening to you and starts happening for you. Every time you choose to hold on to your new identity, no matter what the outside world shows you, you're training the mirror to reflect your highest vision. And as you continue to do this, the delays get shorter, the reflections get clearer, and your reality transforms before your eyes. This is the path to true freedom and abundance. As we've journeyed through the mirror principle, you've learned that reality is not fixed. It's a reflection, always ready to show you what you believe and who you are. You've seen how your internal identity shapes the reflection, how the delay of manifestation tests your faith, and how the mirror cycle can either trap you or set you free. You've discovered the power of affirmations, the importance of holding on to your beliefs, and the secret to reversing the cycle to create the life you desire. Now it's up to you to take this knowledge and put it into practice. Remember, you are the creator of your reality. Every thought, every feeling, every belief you hold shapes the world around you. Choose to see yourself as powerful, worthy, and abundant. Hold on to that vision, even when the reflection doesn't match it yet. Trust that the universe is always working to reflect back the image you hold inside. And as you do this, you'll find that $50 million and so much more will flow into your life as a natural reflection of the person you've become. The mirror of reality knows no limits. It only reflects what you give it. So give it the best of yourself. Give it love, gratitude, and the unwavering belief that you are worthy of all the abundance life has to offer. Because when you believe in your power, nothing is impossible. The journey starts now. The choice is yours.